from Satan. So,
But why them create Satan?
to create a battle. Can you remember you have to have a struggle, you know? You have to have a struggle. Now, within the black plantation people, the struggle they tell us is about good and evil. Because we were being oppressed, you know, by evil. Yeah, man. Plantation life was evil. Capitalism is a high form of evil. Slavery is evil. So our condition on the plantation was all about evil.
Yeah.
Right? Backward master was the master of evil. So to counteract evil now, them tell us that we need good.
Good over evil.
Yes, so we lock into this battle about good over. You see, me know that, you know.
Good over evil because it's like black over white.
Yeah, but the Chinaman them not involved again.
Yeah.
And the Indians.
Yeah.
So we always have to query this black over white. Black. You ever hear the white man saying what black people must love? You ever hear the white man saying what we must all love black people together? Me never hear no white artists talk about black and white must come together.
And the China them now.
Them no in that either. And the Indian them quite alright. So what is our problem?
The black man and the white man have a struggle.
But why the white man insist that to maintain us in a struggle? Because we never struggle with him.
True.
So, you know, in this binary, them put it's a binary, you know. Right? We hold that black is evil and Satan is evil. And the salvation now is to have Jesus. So if Satan is black and evil, what color do you think Jesus was going to be?
What I think it would be or what?
What do you think that him going to be now? If they might give you all the while, say black is evil. Just like the devil in
You're not supposed to be like cotton, man.
Cotton. Right. Alright, that I'm here, but I want to tell me how my skin is supposed to look. Yeah, man, I don't know. So, you see now, what them organize, you know, is that evil, everything evil is black. That means that all salvation is white. So if the epitome of evil is Satan, and the epitome of good is Jesus, Jesus can't look black.
No, because nothing black is
Nothing
good.
black can be good. So the people them confused and perplexed, you know, because in the mind they must say one thing, you know, and deeper in the mind they must say something else.
That's where it starts from, though, you know. The color and the black and the white race thing.
That thing how was.
So why they never even met Jesus school then?
You see what I mean?
Or a China
Or a Chinaman. Yeah. But now they created this imagery.
Is that I'm have to be black, I'm have to be white.
So, what is that about?
And it's race, God create everybody supposed to be equal.
Supposed to be, yeah, with how the story work now. So we are set to ourselves now in this plantocracy and living on this plantation in this Black History Month. We are exploring blackness and the things within blackness that keep us enslaved. Because at the what you call ideological level, some of us really are in fear of our own black self. Which is leads to what they call now psychosomatic ailments, you know. In other words, you have an illness in your psychology, it shows up in your body. So a lot of our illnesses now is out of our own psychological.
Mind.
Yes.
The mind.
Yeah, man, and the self-hatred
Yes.
and the self-doubt that we have.
Really?
Now, it's Jesus imagery now. You're a female, and I is a man. I find it difficult to follow behind a man. I find it difficult to surrender to a man.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather surrender
To a woman.
to a woman.
Yeah.
So I can't see how Jesus can be our salvation. But the women know. Take up Jesus. I want you to help me with this one. No. All of the women
Because
them
he's
know-
a man.
What will I know? But if it's a single man and the woman them thinks that everyone, the woman them in Christianity say every woman should have one man. So how all them will have Jesus?
But all of them have Jesus.
Yeah, but him is only one man.
But you know, see the Immaculate Conception or him come by. So probably him a go. Remember, say
So I'm going
Mary,
to service all them one time.
him not have to touch them for them come.
So them touch him.
No, the spirit.
Ah, you got up into the ear now. You got up into the ear
But
for
it's
me.
with them to the Holy Spirit.
Waiting that is.
The Holy
Yeah,
Spirit.
waiting that is. Some full of hole are.
Something in my mind.
So where your mind is?
Something in their mind.
Waiting the people mind is.
The Holy Spirit, where the Holy Spirit carry them to.
Yeah. That's some.
Heaven, where.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm saying to that, you know, I think the females on the plantation were given Jesus as a substitute because the man them were marginalized and exploited, and the family system on the plantation of black people was literally destroyed. And I'm saying today, I know, when we think about it, what Jesus seemed to have done is to be the symbol to represent the male as a leader in the family. Because in my household, if I am an African on the plantation, I am at the head of the house. Jesus is the head of the house.
Yeah.
And the woman now who embraced Jesus personally, she loved Jesus more than how she loved me. How is that? So how can that be now? How can black people have a family life with a man inside a man household?
The confusion that.
Is a destruction of black family structure.
Confusion.
So what about the sexuality now? The women them say them must only have sex after they're married because Christianity say that. I hear a woman tell me say she not bother with no more man anymore because she have Jesus.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah, so me wondering all the while now, if Jesus really does an imagery, it's like a sex symbol for women.
Yes, it is. Like they enough to do it and then put all Jesus over your bed and
him half naked.
yes.
So what do you think I show? When you look up on a half naked man with some little
But
thing
it
wrapped
is
up-
legal for Jesus walk half naked, but it is illegal for the emancipation people them there up at the park naked.
serious thing. And all the women can have a Jesus personal relationship with this man. And I find it absolutely amazing because the women are saying that a man must not have more than one woman. And yet all of the women them are try to have this one man.
Everybody.
Yeah, I do.
But the man them have Jesus too.
Too, because of the women.
No, some of them go down.
Them a follow back a woman. Any other woman them stop go to the man them stop go to.
No one of the man them are the most of the preacher them.
Aye, that's a different thing, no? It don't mean them believe in a Jesus.
But them a preach Jesus.
Yeah, but the Bible says one thing. The colonial man says, do as I say,
But not
but not as I do.
True.
Are the preachers any different from the colonial preachers? Remember the Sunday school people? Them? So the women, I am saying the women, they must wake up.
Stop.
Yeah, man, I stop this Jesus business. I get a woman a money and she talk about thank you, Jesus. I just take it back,
Because
Yeah, man.
Jesus
I know Jesus, girl.
Are you
Yeah, man, take it back, man. And she vex.
But she vexed.
She vex with that.
But she not tell you that.
She not tell her thanks. Yeah, my virgin said to me now. If she's smart, she'll take it from me and go to the car and I say, thank you, Jesus.
A long time in a
Waiting to pull trigger.
I'm so
eager. With my itchy finger. I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I can't wait to chase Babylon, the bandit, dashing in a bottomless pit. Yeah, Babylon, dashing way in the pit now. Coming from a den of scavengers. Out that come to steal, to rape the earth of its beauty. The truth must be revealed. Liberation posse.
Yes, the Metamorphosis continues in studio with Stepper, the female aspect of I and I. You know that storyteller say you come out of man ribs. Yeah, you think that's where woman come from?
Man ribs?
Yeah, what do you think about that story then now? Because black people get locked in that to know. We dip on the plantation, after the man them take we off the continent and rip her up, and remove the name and call it Smith and Brown and them thing there. And give it this thing for all land to know. This is where we're at.
Why the ribs thing kind of.
So what do you think now?
If we come from the ribs now, then why we now continue being made by the ribs? Why we have to do the sexual thing, where the intercourse thing, and then the baby conceive?
But maybe because it was the start, the first time, them say, well, all right, God going just make it happen.
But God is not a man imperfection. God know him I do, so why him start it one way and no one do it another way? It's funny that's to me.
Maybe him just You remember, so one time we wipe out the world, you know. So that brother
They come
moody,
already,
you know.
yeah.
That moody character, you know.
Okay.
And at the same time, now, as a black woman, now, if I say to you, now, when you trace your lineage as a woman, female, black female, is there a first black woman? Is there a black woman who is the mother of creation?
Wow.
What do you think? Or that carry too far on the corner? So
Must be a first in anything,
Alright,
you know.
so we
because,
say-
yeah, must be a first in whichever way. Probably brainwash or it come through down to way, but
Yeah.
first in some way.
All right, so we assume that there must be a first.
Yes.
All right, to start out now. So, if black women hold that idea that there was a first black woman,
Yes.
would have been able to locate her, you know, somewhere on the planet, because we're not talking about things up in the sky and all them kind of
Yeah,
joke talking.
no.
We put her on the ground, put her in a country, on a planet, you know, somewhere.
Like Queen of Sheba.
Yeah, she have to be somewhere
Yeah.
that we can locate her in time and space. Now, as an African black woman, Alkebulan, we're looking into Alkebulan then for the first black woman. We can't look nowhere else.
Exactly.
Because this is a land of the blacks.
Yes.
All right.
Motherland.
Fatherland too.
Well, you know, the land.
The mother father thing, no,
Yeah.
we're getting that now, you know.
Okay.
Because in reality now, the teaching you will get, create a separation.
Yes, it don't create a unity at all.
Yeah, there's no unity now in the gender.
Yeah. Big problem.
Big
there.
problem in the black race.
The gender thing.
Yes, and you see, unless we address it from that mythical, biblical construct, we're not going to solve it up here, so.
True.
Because we hold on to that at the start.
There's a confusion with the Western world, with even men, black man, African man have more than one wives, and then
So you say, all
the
them
bigger
things,
mean of this world. The old,
where you say, all them things out of order.
one wouldn't say out
Yeah,
there, you know.
but it-
It's because of oh man.
What if I think, see?
Yeah.
All right. Well, the source, again, that so-called beginning, can I call it so-called now, you know? The woman, we have been told, comes second because Lord God make man first.
Yes.
Now, the story tells us that after they make this meal, he remember now, so the meal need a help,
Yes.
a support.
And forget.
Him forget.
Yes. And after him, yeah.
So, if I try to make it calm, are they trying to tell us that the black woman kind of secondary? Is that part of the story?
If you really check out the story, that's what he's trying to tell you. But then God is such a perfect man, it shouldn't be like that. He should not make
Alright.
appear, because remember, when you make, you make everything it
yeah.
appear.
But maybe
eyes, remember your
right,
eyes,
alright.
even the nose, of
Yeah.
nostril, the lips,
Yeah.
you notice everything, hands, you get me?
Okay.
So, why would I
And if we look into the animal and the plant life,
the same thing?
we see males and females for reproduction processes.
Peer of everything.
So how you think all of a sudden him just get a lapse?
When it comes to
Yeah, it's like a
to
mental lapse.
mankind?
Yeah. A mental lapse now.
boy, I mean, I know.
And then a forgetting and then a remembering and then a
Forget on the ribs, this stuff and
yeah.
that.
So
this
hear me
and-
now. Sometimes I think we have to be bold enough to
Before God so loved the world, though, why make Satan?
well, who say God makes Satan? So the book say.
Christians say so.
Who said God made the world?
For God so loved the world that he created his only begotten son.
Do you ever wonder who made God?
It's just a super being. It exists.
Him, not a her.
It being is a being.
So that it then.
Me see it as a being.
So the being of a gender?
No, because you were created in his own image. So
His.
however,
So how you saying his? how you saying his now?
no, because the
Yeah.
confusion there
Alright,
again.
see, I mean, no, they say the, book,
Yeah.
the book right tricky, you know. But it's not so tricky, you know. Because guess what happened now? Is there the first page of the Genesis, that book? That everybody, often we don't read that book properly, you know. Very few people have read that first chapter word for word and studied it.
Understand it.
It's Sunday school, them usually go for explain to we in that story there. But you see, if we get bold enough to read that story ourselves, we can realize there's something not right about it, you know.
The story.
Yeah, man.
In the beginning.
Yeah, that beginning story. Because guess what you start sight up. When you read the story and you start saying that God said, let us make man.
Who we must talking to?
No, not who him. Who were they talking to?
Yeah, let us.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who were they talking
That means
to?
people were already there. What
And-
kind of people?
And there were more than one God.
Ah, yeah.
There's a God that said, let us make man
Okay.
in our image.
Just understanding.
So the God is a plural concept.
More than one
Yeah,
God.
who made
Making,
man-
creating
Man in
life.
our image.
Yeah.
And he said, let us
So that means it was woman God and man
male
God.
and female gods. Yeah, man. We call them
So the
goddesses.
woman God make the being in her image as a woman, and the
Yeah,
man God,
yeah.
and then have the
And it says in the story now, it says males and females created he them. So it's not one thing was created and not one thing was doing the creating.
yes.
Just like we could have many fish
Yes.
and many white.
And you have the big lion,
All right. So we are saying now, if we reread carefully, we might realize that
Understand the
that
thing.
over or no, have a over or no. You have a over and stuff.
Yes, we're stepping up stronger. Coming harder. Ain't looking back, feeling stronger. Ready to launch the attack. Do you remember when we were the cream of the crop? They still were vital. At the carbon we got, they took us away from Africa with an intention to kill our culture. But through the power of the Most High, our mental capacity get wider. Coming harder. Ain't looking back, feeling stronger. Ready to launch the attack. Do you remember when we were the cream of the crop? They stole our Bible. At the carbon we got, this is the time to live by his one. Help your brother man from out of the slum. It's no crime. If no that we run to liberate yourself, you have to eliminate some. Coming harder. Ain't looking back, feeling stronger. Ready to launch the attack. Do you remember when we were the cream of the crop? They stole our Bible. At the carbon we got, emancipate your mind from slavery. I know one day Jah will set us free. Some have been brainwashed, got tricked easily. Forget all their friends and their family. Coming harder. Ain't looking back, feeling stronger. Ready to launch the attack. Do you remember when we were the cream of the crop? They stole our Bible. At the carbon we got, they took us away from Africa with an intention to kill our culture. But through the power of the Most High, our mental capacity get wider. Emancipate your mind from slavery. I know one day Jah will set us free. Some have been brainwashed, got tricked easily. Forget all their friends and their family. Coming harder. Ain't looking back, feeling stronger. Ready to launch the attack. You remember when we were the cream of the crop? They stole our Bible. And the carbon we got, this is the time to live by his word. Help your brother man from out of the slum. It's no crime. It's blood that we run. To liberate yourself, you have to eliminate some. Coming harder. Ain't looking back, feeling stronger.
Yeah, Metamorphosis coming through harder and harder with a nice daughter sitting beside I, man. Yes, Stepper. We're there, see?
We're there.
Yeah. You know, so we're going to come out of the segment now. Before we come out of this segment now, we just had a little chit-chat about how the thing works in the genesis and how we have to try to reconfigure our thoughts and unlearn. The unlearning is harder than learning, you know. Unlearning meaning you pull up with them gear already. And that take effort, it take energy, it take a meditation, and it take a will. Because what they give us kind of set down in a kind of cement format with the idea that we should never challenge it. But it's true you have sledgehammer and drill and
What's it up?
yeah, we can do it. And then no. It's not just to bust it up, you know, it's to reconfigure it. Yeah man, leave it, reset it in a way that it leads to more information, make you feel make you feel better about yourself and liberate your consciousness.
Yeah.
You know? So there's another point now that they use, another critical junction in the education system to the religious teachings. And it's through stories. Africans, of course, have a great oral tradition, but also a great written tradition. Sometimes I remember if Africans couldn't write, We invented writing. You know what I mean? So nobody can query whether Africans can write or not. But the stories that we read are not really written by Africans necessarily. And a lot of the Bible stories now are written by Europeans with their own agenda, which is usually about control and conquest and dominance and using racism and some other type of isms. One of the stories that are so critical to unlocking our identities in this Black History Month is a story about Noah.
Noah.
And this delusion of the flood. I'm calling it delusion, you know. A flood is a deluge. Right? But I'm going to call it now a delusion. Wherein an entire race of people must come to believe that the entire civilizations of thousands of years have been washed away. Everything drowned out.
I just leave Noah alone.
Yeah, and film family.
What color is Noah? What
All right,
skin color?
Careful now, because not only Noah, what were the racial makeup of his children and their wives, and where are black people now? So where's your original black woman now? I remember say you couldn't find her first because she come out of one ribs. But then everything drowned out.
Everything drowned out, leave Noah and the
so it's like a tape.
Fear of everything.
You know, you just, wipe and we and wipe off the tape. And start again. So we start with Noah.
Okay.
So here we are now, black people.
Noah.
Where were they now? Who are we? How do we find ourselves in that ark? Who
So
comes to that ark and becomes these black people who are going to be who we are?
Probably it was black people was Noah.
So where the Chinaman them there then?
The confusion.
So them get drawn out too?
But only one family saved.
So where the rest of the people them? Where the Indian them?
Probably them come.
Yeah, alright. So you say all the ones them who lock up in Noah's ark, better start examining themselves carefully, you know. Because there ain't no place to be locked up into, you know. No place to be locked into. But yet the entire African civilization have been locked away into Noah's ark. 2 roach, 2 mosquito, male and female, you know. This is a man 600 years old with a magnifying glass. I say 1 male ants, 1 female ants.
1 male roach.
1 male roach, 1 mosquito, male and female. 1 alligator. Yeah? 1 whale. Were there any fish in the ark? What do you think?
Because remember them up on the water.
They dip on the water.
Yeah,
so them never
so
come
they
into
need the
sin.
fish.
So them never come into sin then.
And
But the animals them drown.
no, them that did dip on Noah ark save.
So what about the one who never dip on the ark? Them drown out.
Oh, them drawn out, man.
So what about the dinosaur? Alright, we'll come again. Okay, so what's going on, people? We are now into the Afrocentric views on news, NEWS, information from the north, the east, the west, and the south. And we look at things not from the CNN, BBC, ABC perspective, but from the STYLZ at the Metamorphosis. In the world today, there is a great Olympics taking place. We'll talk about it in the sports section, but there's a country called the Ukraine over there in Europe. They're having some serious political disturbances in the Ukraine. But more than that, the Russians, who are presently the hosts of the Sochi Olympics, Winter Olympics, they have decided to take a hard line on homosexuals. Putin has come out very, very strongly against homosexuals, and homosexuals rise up against Putin. But I tell you, I never know this thing so strong.
Yeah, man.
All the major cities in the world,
Fight the man.
them people, them gather with them homosexual attitudes to try to impose their quote-unquote values on the world. Now, the male-female issue that was original to black people, it is under threat. Because procreation, I think, is an important facility that we have been using for generations. And somehow same-sex don't seem to, and homosexuality don't seem to promote procreation. So, Stepper, what do you think about this?
Me always wonder why they make so much of a big thing on them sexuality. That was always a big thing. Keep your sexuality to yourself. Why the Batman them, excuse me, the people, the gay,
the anus
excuse
people.
me, sorry,
Yeah,
excuse my
the anus people.
The anus people.
Yeah.
So everybody entitled to them sexuality, you know. Or you want to be, you be that, yeah? But then keep that to yourself.
But how small is yourself? Is yourself just you alone, or yourself is a community? Because what about the community of these people now?
Oh.
Yeah, and what about when these people now decide to become, are they normal people? Well, we can't use the word normal.
Yes.
Because there's no...
It's just a sexuality, you know.
All right, so...
I think it's just a...
Is there any natural sexuality? Does sexuality exist in a natural form, or people can practice sexuality in any way they choose? Wait.
Okay, remember earlier when we were talking about Noah's Ark? I
Yeah.
remember everything going in a pier, you know.
Okay.
In a Noah's Ark.
Why are you using my story partner? But everything went in pairs.
Pairs and a feet in
But
pairs,
did-
and then
did they tell us male and- but did they tell us-
kind.
Hold on. Noah was instructed to put male and female. I think.
That's the
All right.
understanding I
Okay.
get.
Right. Me too. Right.
So if that is the guideline.
Yes.
So why you don't follow that guideline throughout life then, since
Because,
that is part of the teaching?
People would answer and say, well, must be room for change,
Okay.
and there must be room for varieties because it is the spice of life. We think about them argument, you know. Because
Once
this
the Ten
argument.
Commandments.
What about it?
Mm-hmm.
What about the Ten Commandments? Does it
Ten
say
Commandments say certain things like thou shalt.
not covet thy neighbor's wife? And,
Mm-hmm.
well, let's see. Okay. The real issue though comes down to power. Who has the power to let their way of life be dominant? It's a power issue.
Yeah.
It's a power issue. And one of the institutions that have been very strong in promoting this thing is really the church. The Catholic Church in particular.
Yes, the church promote a lot
Right?
of
The Catholic Church in particular. And right now, there is a call by a committee, as was just set up by the United Nations in Geneva. And what they're doing is, in the findings, they have noticed that the Holy See now is the heart of the Vatican. Holy SEE.
Oh.
Right, it has been established from the AD times, early. This is the foundation of the Catholic militia, the Holy See. And the Holy See now has been accused by this committee of exposing children to pedophile priests and protecting the priests.
I think that is part of the thing in Russia too, you know.
Aye. So you see we're coming with international news we're looking at, you know.
Yeah. The Russian people say them protect the kids.
Right.
That's why them fight against
the homosexuality.
because them say teaching them promote family values
Be there.
and grow in a family, and which two of any same kind, which no they don't tell us say two of any same kind can produce. Yeah.
So there's a global struggle. And what is interesting is that the Russians, who are Europeans, within their own way, they are rejecting another style of life of them cousins. It's them cousins. But black people seem to get caught up into this thing now and trying to defend sides.
Okay.
So there are black people who are defending the sides of the homosexuals. Perhaps because they benefit from their relations in economic and social, political ways. Because I don't think it is natural from the ancients of people of Alkebulan for man to deal with man and woman to deal with woman.
Can't produce, then they do it done.
The end of the race.
End of the race.
Yeah. And we wonder if this the ulterior motive is to try to bring the black race. Slow it down.
Slow it down. With AIDS, remember AIDS
Yes,
is a rampant.
they've been trying for generations, you know. It's decades. Europeans have been finding ways to try to what they call slow down black population and increase their own. Because they are shorter people. Them short, you know.
But they don't have the longevity.
Well, you understand. So when we look at the global news and the stamina, you know, when we look at the global news, the homosexual community is in ascendance in their own ways. In Jamaica now, they are also trying to make themselves dominant, and it is a Rastafari community that has become the bastion of resistance now to these people and these forces. That oftentimes even our government in Jamaica, our financial aids are tied up to our accepting these people.
Yes, it is.
Very serious thing going on, you know. Very serious thing.
It's like if you not accept.
If you know,
certain grants will not be allotted to the country. And,
so the money them tie way up, you know, them ism.
Money.
Is the lack of money. So part of the solution, because the metamorphosis is not just about pointing out the problems. We try to identify the prescriptions and ways people can break out of this thing. No, the economics is really what seems to be the bugbear. Even our artists now, the man who fight down the isms. After a while, them say you can't come to America, so you can't make the money. So the pressure is on now financially to bow. And if you don't bow, you don't get no money. But the Africa says some things, and look at Africa decides that she don't have to go foreign. So we have to develop that type of attitude.
But Africa say they need to come right back to what she did say.
Yeah.
And fight her down on the thing. Because she has about legalizing marijuana. But they need to come right back to it where they are legalizing it now. So it's just that she jumped the gun a little earlier than
and
before.
she shouldn't say it, yes.
Oh, she shouldn't
say it.
Okay.
And it's Rasta say it. Metamorphosis in the news.
Black people don't get weary. Them take off the shackles and chains and say them free with. But we still on a mental slavery. Wanna sing with the star chill posse, my lord. Fire pan rum, people fall and them sisters and come. Black people want go home. On Mount Zion and the righteous throne. You go yo, fire pan rum. People fall and them sisters and come. Black people want go home. On Mount Zion and the righteous throne. Well, this is my question to Issa and the one Matalan. Oh, no get few and so much black people land. After them slave achieve nothing in hand. Check out greater, both more greater. One room will build a selfie 1 million. Then just to the house to what 100 grand. To me a lick out them want me keep quiet. But me a bonfire for the one Butch Stewart. Who buy out the planes and all the pilots. To me no in a Jamaica long fit on. A big bonfire upon the one named Azan. Everybody know downtown a fit the poor man. Oh them claim shit a said to them it belong. No more hustling that me no food in a hand. One help we have is the almighty one. Jamaican chant me song. Fire pan road.
Yeah, Rasta man about Rome from the day one. We're about Rome. We get tricked over the Babylon talk, you know, because Babylon was really one of the greatest cities built by black people, you know. It's the Bible Babylon trickery, you know. The story of them, what they put in the Bible about Babylon, make we think about Babylon as just as a place of desolation and grief. But Babylon is one of the greatest cities we ever built. Astronomy, mathematics, Babylon laid the foundation for all European astronomy. And they don't tell us that. They make us think say Babylon is the worst place because of same with them tell about Africa. Yeah, Africa is the worst place.
Or a little bit we think Africa was
Was alright. It's the same with them upon the Babylon thing, you know. That's after a while now we recognize say original Rastaman them did see the oppressive Roman state as Babylon because they were locked into the Bible interpretation. But the real power is Rome. Rome is the enemy of black people, you know. From that time till this time.
No.
Yeah. So I now fight Babylon, you know. I fight Rome. Yeah, man. I will chant down Rome. Yeah, man. So it's this misconception just put fire upon Babylon. We put fire upon the oppressive system. Yeah, it's a wrong terminology, language have way. So we end up a fight with self.
Yeah, it's a psychological
Yeah, we end up a fight with self. It's like ancient Egypt. We fight Egyptian because Moses fight Egypt. And we line up behind Moses. But Egypt is high.
Still a fight with self.
Still a fight with self. And I tell you, them get good at it, and we look at as well we getting better. Yeah, man, that's self-destruction. Yeah, man, them left way, you know. The man them gone on Mars stepper. Then they on Mars.
Mars now.
Yeah, them not busy with it no more. With them
gone up there.
Yeah, long time. Them start which part we come from, because get and choose. How would they say we come from?
Yeah,
you know?
man.
We don't come from the garden, you know. How would they say we come from? Out of serious. Yeah, man. So tell you about that.
People fall and them scissors and comb. Black people want go home. And Mount Zion at the Yogo Yoi, Yogo Yoi, Yogo Yoi. Emperor Selassie, Jaja is the only way. Nobody want to plant the can. Everybody want to read the band. Who you are go blame it on when it's a next man you are deep in pan. Well you wrong. Nobody want to plant the can. Everybody want to read the band. I've seen you on a song can't compete with Kelly's John. I was looking at start, just a little ease off. No one would help me push that pole and can't. Them a laugh, never take me serious. So many goals and tasks, patrols I pass every day. My Lord, I have to pray on my way. Them never realize with a little cooperation we could unify, relieve the frustration. Instead them want to ride up on them brother back. No tears, no cares.
So them definitely back now and them take with the ganja what I and I has been suffered for and have planted. All of a sudden everybody want to come raid the barn. They want to raid the ganja farm them now and take away I and I planting and benefit without them own. Hey, the plantation is not easy, you know. This plantation called Jamrock is a wicked place, you know. Beautiful weather, you know, but it's a wicked place, you know.
Nothing wrong with the place, man. The people.
Not the people. It's a governance, you know.
Governance.
It's a governance that is inspiring the mal behavior in the people. And look at the governance. Governance coming from Port Royal days now, you know.
Yeah.
When we talk about governance in Jamaica, we're not just talking about the 1980s and 70s, you know.
I talk about when it was the
yeah, how the thing set up, the culture,
the
pattern of leadership or misleadership, and the piracy.
The piracy
deep embedded that we can worship.
That's why the Jamaicans are like that, you know. The piracy where Port Royal.
Yeah, man, and the parliament and all the infrastructure. A lot of it is riddled with piracy.
Pure pirate. That's
you know, and the twist round and bandoogle.
Even if the politician them never see so when them go in the by time them go in and read the thing.
Yeah, and them read them see the thing and realize it's not about themselves and them family.
Yeah, it's about
yeah, man, grab and run. And you look at it now, nothing was really set up originally to benefit the majority plantation people. It was all about extraction and exporting.
We just get independence and just don't eat it and now.
What do you mean independent? What do you call independent? You mean we were put in the pen? I think of that to me. I sure said that's what
you are deep in pan, well you wrong. Nobody want to plant the can. Everybody want to read the band. Sing you own a song can't compete with Kelly's John. I was looking at start, just a little ease off. No one would help me push this road and can't let my laugh. Never take me serious. So many goals and tasks as patrols I pass every day.
Yeah, so kind of wrap up in the news section, but step up.
Yes.
We want the people in the listenership to have a little hope. Them say Scotland Spring better than hope, you know, but anyway. In terms of how we really increase with monetary strength on this plantation. Because no matter how we discuss the systematic ways of oppression, we have to find ways of generating money. You think money is a need or a want? What do you think? What do you think about money?
Money.
Because, we don't really even have much philosophy about money. You know?
Money is a need right now.
It's a need.
Becomes a need because they make everything revolve around the money now, you know. Then take the water from you and put it in the pipe, and then you have to eventually pay a fee now.
Okay.
So money become a need.
Money is a need. You mean like how we need air to breathe?
Well,
And food to eat? Is money along those basic needs now? Like also shelter?
So they put it now because without the food now, you can't even go in the farm, go plant, go dig out nothing again now. You have to buy. It's like everything have to change, barter, money.
Money. All right. So is it the root of all evil? Do you think?
Me think a long time.
What do you think about the lack of money?
The lack of money, poverty.
So isn't that the root of evil too?
Mm-hmm.
So
It is the money. That's why it's the money.
Or lack of money and money can be the root. Or both of them can
money,
be.
that's why it becomes the root of all evil.
Oh.
Good and bad, whichever way where they have it,
Yeah.
it's evil. And
So
if
not
you
the
don't-
money then. And the people, no, some money. So that's not the money now. That's not the money.
No,
you're talking
the
about
love
anymore.
of money distract the people them so till them not even understand that now. So it's like them get warped.
The love of money.
Yes.
And you know, sometimes maybe the people love what money can provide and they don't really love the money.
Because them plan to spend it, 90% of the
Right.
time. Yeah.
So is it the money them love or the things that the money can provide that them love? It's a little different question I kind of put
There's
out
a
there.
big difference in the question, not even a little one. But I don't even know which one to
Because
ask.
guess what happened now? A lot of daughters will see a man with money in their hand, plenty money in man, like a doctor. Right?
Uh-huh.
Or a taxi man, and the man who handle
Money
is money, all right.
regular, daily.
And them tell you, say, boy, love money, And them see a man now with plenty
Or yeah.
money.
But enough for them.
But I know even the man money.
Enough for them money.
So is it really the money them love? Or the things them with the money can get?
Things.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
the money, the money,
the
come
money?
right down back to the money. Because without the money,
Yeah.
you can't get the things where the money can
All
get.
right.
So
So the love of money is a serious thing. Then.
Very
But is it wrong? Because you need it. So what's wrong with loving something that you need? If I need you, suppose I need you, Stepper. Yes.
No,
So
the
would it
need.
be right for me to love you then if I have a need for you?
not wrong in loving
Right.
me.
So what's wrong with loving money then if money is a need?
Because sometimes we use it wrongly.
So it's not the money then the problem. Probably not the money then. It can't be. Eh?
Why the confusion? It
No,
depends on
like-
the mentality of the person, the
Ah,
frame of mind.
Thank you no.
It becomes
Come down to the individual mentality
Yeah.
to manage this force. But the teacher will get is not so.
No, definitely.
It's like
not.
the money have a power on itself
It's
and
to
it spend
confuse
itself.
you, yeah.
You think money can spend itself?
No.
I think money can call out the goods, Yeah, man. If I go in a supermarket and the money just start saying, hey, something about this. Yeah, and the money is something we want. Yes.
Yeah, man, it want to spend
You want
because
it, yeah.
money comes with a thing, with an ego.
Or
when
a
it-
ego. Why does it have to be ego? So it can be something
so them,
feminine.
So them name the word, man.
That's a eagers.
Yeah.
I like eagers. I think
because it's
eagers.
the E, yeah.
I think that's
It
female.
come with
thing.
an ego thing, so when you spend and a floss and them feel good now.
Power.
Power now
Power
over
comes
your
with money.
friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that power now.
And if you know was nobody,
Yeah.
if you don't have no education, you
Yeah.
don't have nothing,
Yeah.
when you have the money and you come in and you artist the shoes cost.
Okay. Everything changes.
Yeah. People start to see you now because you have floss and
So then earning of the money now is what the black people need to know. How to
Earn
earn the
some money.
Yeah, how to earn the money.
And
To
keep it.
identify, yes, and
Keep it
invest
within
it,
yes.
and within our own
What-
groups and so forth. So this program always promote an important economic activity that can save us. And this is not about Jesus now. Them say Jesus save, you know.
Yeah, Jesus saves.
So who invest? All right, so everything is bankrupt, let's know.
I'm black.
I'm serious, you know. But you see, investment into farming and agriculture,
Key.
Rastafari always promote that aspect of levity.
Yes.
But I am always promoting this program that so rather than get distracted by ganja farmers, we must farm hemp.
Yeah, but that's not what them come with. The
No,
end?
them not come with that. No,
Is
is
that
that trick?
serious?
No, man.
Is that trick?
Yeah, that trick.
Okay.
Hemp is what will make black people get wealthy, you know.
Yeah, that's what them say.
But the ganja will make the rich people get richer.
Yeah, because
You
but,
understand?
but me see what them say hemp.
What am I say about hemp?
Hemp can make clothes.
We know we
do
can
this,
make, but I
and
know
them
that
can
them try to
pay.
liberate.
Them
Them try to liberate the medicinal ganja.
and the hemp too, man.
Hemp too, it should be the other way around. Hemp
I
first.
saw a documentary where
Yeah,
it was,
man. Yeah, man. It's the most versatile plant on the planet. It can give us 3 crops a year.
Yeah.
You take the youth them out to the inner city and give them work into manufacturing.
Yeah.
So it is a part of the revolution that I can promote. But the society now and the planter class don't want to let go of the hemp. Because too much poor people going to change their life too suddenly. And the smoking ganja now is really the big companies
Yeah.
that are really going to get a grip on the thing. So I'm not into the deception of freeing and legalizing ganja. Me want to man them industrialize hemp.
Yes. So it
Yeah.
can be resourceful.
Resourceful. And we promote a campaign on this program to inform the people that hemp can't be smoked.
No, it can't be.
You can light it up, you know. But the percentage of THC, which is the thing that gives you the buzz, is at 0.03%.
So it's not there.
Non-effective.
Yeah.
So it's not a legal issue. Yeah, it's a lack of knowledge why our farmers
Are not
are
allowed.
not moving towards planting hemp. So I promote a hemp revolution. We're also looking for hemp songs. And we ask people to compose them songs. We'll have a hemp song competition. And we need a pilot project really to show the police force and all the stakeholders that it is not illegal. Because if we don't do these things, Roman soldiers will continue to oppress us. And then the money will be more difficult to
come.
Yeah, and then the penal system now becomes more effective. It's a sucker for youth them now who doing things to get anything to get their money. And the moral order disappear and it's a whole chain reaction. Yeah? So I was saying now the suggestion is that part of the way out of this economic IMF stricture is to farm, but not to farm food anymore. Make a farm hemp or industrialization. Make shea butter. Make paper, reggae cloth.
Yeah.
We'll never broke again. Yeah, we'll never broke again.
True.
And those who govern, don't be afraid. We're not going to do nothing once we get our wealth. Yeah, we'll just build more universities.
More schools.
And more schools and more
yeah.
infrastructures and stadiums and let people live.
Styles FM, you're my number one.
Want to create an exquisite home or office space? Let Everything Electrical be your home improvement retailer of choice. At Everything Electrical, we offer a wide selection of building materials, tools, and modern accessories. Our competent staff will guide you in making your investment meaningful by providing buying guides, installation services, and site visits. Visit us at any of our convenient locations, West Street, Port Antonio, and Morant Bay, St. Thomas. Call us at 715-6412 or 734-0817.
With Styles FM on the go, you can listen to your favorite programs by calling the USA number 213-992-4360. If you're in the UK, is 033-0010-3322.
Architects, draftsmen, and surveyors, get your drawings printed in high-quality professional standards. We can satisfy your printing needs. Whether it is for presentation to your clients or for submitting building and subdivision application, make it VJ Printing Services. Whether drawing by hand or with computer-aided softwares, we will plot your negatives and print the copies as you need. We do high-quality white paper printing that is water-resistant and never fades, unlike traditional blue Print. For more information, call VJ Printing at 893-2266.
Love and happiness. Yeah. Something that can make you do wrong, make you do right. Yeah. Love. Love and happiness. But wait a minute, something's going wrong. Someone's on the phone, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Talking about how she can make it right. Yeah. Yeah. Happiness is when you really feel good about
Love and happiness. It's very elusive. You know that? Very elusive, you know.
Love and happiness.
Yes, people tend to be pursuing these things and somehow they just can't get there. You ever love yet?
Yeah, I love, man.
Yeah.
you love too, man. You must love.
Yeah,
no more.
Oh, all right. So, and you know what happiness is?
Happiness is feeling free.
Feeling free on this plantation. What a place. What a place. So, you know, say, on the plantation now, with the male and the female, we had a different problem, you know, because we weren't put together to really stay together. We were put together to, as economic units to generate wealth for the planter class. So, relationship wasn't anything that we could really speak about, you know. So, our connection was really about work and production.
Yeah.
So I am a slave male and I work in the field. You work in the field. But guess what happened now? Me, you have to do some work still. Because they want more slave.
Yeah, so we have to produce.
So what do you call that? What do you call that process?
I don't know.
Breeding.
Breeding.
Yeah, breeding.
Breeding the slaves.
Yes, we weren't getting the women pregnant, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, man. You ever hear a white woman breed yet? Chinese woman no breed. An Indian woman no breed.
No, what they do?
They have children and they get pregnant.
And what black people
Black
breed?
woman breed.
Because them of them no fast.
And them is not people.
Oh,
remember
like
now.
the cattle.
They know that man say about the small bee.
Yeah.
We just go around to the thing, got the program wrap up.
Oh, the cattle them breed. So
Cattle
the black people
breed.
breed too.
Yes, so
Okay.
when the man say him that breeder man, him don't even
No
know
way
what
must
it
say.
mean. And when the woman say, oh,
That breed again.
yeah man, she don't even understand what the man deal
And
with.
the word sound and power again.
Alright. So now, here we are now. And we're told that we must have offspring. And we want strong offspring because the farmer, the owner, I look more strong slave. So the males now have been programmed to just be deliverers of seed.
That's why they are like this right now.
No, I don't know about they are like this business. I don't know what that means. Tell me what you mean about that now. Tell me what you mean by they are like this now. What do you mean?
You said the males were made to be, were what?
I not you tell me what you want to know.
Then you see the male them nowadays now
Yeah.
stay with them partner and take up them responsibilities. Like them a breed same way and move
Alright,
on.
okay. So you think the partner have any role, anything to do with it now, or just a man them alone now?
If me think
Yeah, because I say we know what the man doing, you know. But is there anything that the woman is doing? The facility, what's going on is just a man alone going
the woman them sometimes tend to be very very
How would you develop the
violent, aggressive.
How would you develop the concept of the baby mother?
The baby mother.
Yeah, how would you develop the concept of the woman now having 4, 5, 6 children for 6 different men?
Concept because the things bad and she probably feels that the next man will come help her.
Yeah, but where that mentality come from?
The slavery because she the slave man, the man pan the slave, the backroom master.
Yeah.
So every time the backroom master he said, "Pitney go get little more food to eat."
And there are a whole heap of things one day, you know.
Yeah.
enough things to under that we have to re-examine
and come out of it. Yeah, man.
And we're trapped into it as a cycle, you know. That's why the man can go on Mars and left with. We have some problems here, that especially at the gender level, where we don't discuss. We don't have enough forums. The women may talk more amongst each other.
Yeah.
The man them don't have much discussion. So now.
Man them more jealous too.
What you call jealous now?
Jealousy.
Because Lord God jealous.
Yeah, man.
And God saying that jealous God said, what is wrong with a man being jealous if him following the Lord?